YouTube moms are unrelatable because gentle parenting doesn't work. I really don't want to share very many personal things here on my channel about my kids. Like, there's some really gross videos and things out here that these family vloggers do. I think too much screen time is bad. All the sponsorships on mommy channels are all the same brand. Normal curriculum. They basically like hide and bury all of Black history and what really happened, which I don't appreciate. And that a lot of these moms use pregnancy as a flex. The more babies you have, the more views you have. Birth vlogs bring in a big chunk of money here on YouTube. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, just welcome. How are you? In today's video we are talking all unpopular opinions that you guys had for me, and I'm going to tell you, do I agree, do I not? This is part 2, so there's another one if you guys want to go watch that one and haven't seen that before. You guys had some really good, you guys always come through with the questions and the unpopular opinions. Like, there's some good ones, and let's get into it. I am drinking some tea that I already spilled on myself. Great. Kids are down for a nap, so let's see how long I have to film this video. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately just because I simply film a lot of sit down videos when they're napping. It's just the easiest time and the quietest time in my house. You mamas know. Okay, so I took all of your unpopular opinions and put them in one place so I can just see them. And again, these are all my opinions. You don't have to agree with them. It's totally fine. We can agree to disagree. Just because you think one thing and I think another doesn't mean we couldn't be friends. So I just want to put that out there too. And yeah, let's have healthy comments down below in the comment section and just healthy conversations. It's okay if we don't all agree. I think these videos are fun because you just get to hear other people's perspective and point of view, and yeah, let's get into it. This video might be kind of long because you guys had a lot. You guys really liked the video last time, and a lot of you asked for a part 2, so here we go. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Because I don't know if I'm ready. Some of these are like, okay, so number 1, gentle parenting doesn't work. I disagree with you on that. I am a huge gentle parenting believer and lover. However, I don't think it's right for every kid and not for every situation. We kind of do like a mix of, I don't know, more strict parenting as well as gentle parenting, if that makes sense. Like, I'm more on the gentle side. My husband is more on the stricter side. He tries gentle parenting, but still kind of really believes that the kids need more discipline than what gentle parenting kind of allows for. So I just feel like, you know, it just all depends on the kid and the situation, because not every situation is going to call for gentle parenting. You get what I'm saying? I think this needs to be a little lower. Thanks. Maybe that's too low. These camera angles, that's definitely too low. Okay, maybe I should have just left it the way it was. I don't know if that's any better. Designer bags and clothes are flashy. So we're talking Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Fenty, all of those, Versace, all of those designers. I agree with you. I do not, repeat, do not like flashy-ish. Like, I can't get with it. Like, when I was younger, I used to love my Michael Kors, my Coach, like all of the designers back then. But now that I'm 26 years old, I cannot get with that flashy designer stuff. I just feel like, in my personal opinion, if you have to wear Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton, you have to make this statement of, I have money. And a lot of the time those people don't even have money. So I don't know, I think that you can get really good quality stuff and not have to be flashy with it at all. Like, you guys know I love my leather bags and stuff like that, but I don't care for anything that has like super branding or logos on it. Also, when you wear that kind of flashy stuff, you're like being a walking billboard for these companies that they don't care about you. And also, just because it's designer doesn't mean it's good quality. And I have so many opinions on this designer in general. I am not one for designers. You guys know I like to shop small. Whew, okay, YouTube moms are unrelatable because YouTube is a job for them. I disagree with you, obviously, on that one. Hello, I'm sitting here, I do YouTube too, and I'm a mom. But however, I do think there's a lot of unrelatable moms here on this platform of YouTube. A lot of people I used to watch, I definitely don't watch anymore. Like a lot of the big YouTubers, I'm just like, no, like I just don't watch. Once they move into that big fancy house, I just feel like they become super unrelatable and they have nannies. And I'm not knocking anybody for that stuff. Like you do you, level up your life, whatever. But I just feel like for your viewers, it's just really not very humble and relatable. And you know, they have to always build these customized houses and have nannies and all this fancy stuff. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't live this way because they've achieved success, if that's what success looks like. I don't know. A lot of them are unrelatable. So maybe I do change my statement to yes, I agree. It just depends who you're watching. Like there's a lot of relatable YouTube moms out there that I absolutely love. So it's not all of them. It's just a lot of them. Just gotta see who floats your boat and who you like, you know? Just like with anything. Cleaning channels are boring. I agree with you. I do not like cleaning channels. I think they're pretty boring too. I know they're supposed to give you motivation, and I do a lot of cleaning kind of on my channel, but mixed in with my day in the life because that's just what I normally do. But these cleaning channels literally clean their house the same places, because how many times can you clean your house in a video? How many angles can you really get? Like, how can it really be different each video? So yeah, I think cleaning channels are pretty boring and I do not watch them. But I do get motivated from watching other people's vlogs and they clean, and I'm like, okay, I should probably get up and clean my dirty house now. Panera is gross. Ugh, what? I love Panera. I disagree with you on that one. Panera is my go-to fast food place. Like, I don't even eat fast food like that. Really, honestly, we don't eat out much, but when I do, Panera is like the place I almost want to go every time. So I can't agree with you on that one. I love Panera. Oh my gosh, this one. Noelle used to be in the streets. She used to be in these streets. I'm so done. That was someone from high school. Is that an unpopular opinion or like a statement? Yes, I used to be kind of out there, wild, reckless, living a whole different life than I do now with a husband and kids. But I guess, yeah. Moving on. Moms that like all neutral everything are doing it to be like every other social media mom. I disagree with you on this one, just because I like my neutrals, and from my standpoint, I know it's like very popular to be all neutral and aesthetic on YouTube and Instagram. I get it. I know I'm like in that whole, you know, I'm there. I get it. But I personally do it because I just like everything to be uniform, organized, clean, uplifting. And my home, I believe so much that your home is your sanctuary, and do what makes you happy. If you want colors all over the wall, do colors on the wall. If you want neutrals, do neutrals. Like, don't let anybody tell you you're trying to fit a mold just because you enjoy sirens. You cannot have a video of mine without having sirens. Like, people in this city are just always needing some help. But don't let someone say you're fitting a mold just because you like something, like a certain style. I don't know. I love my neutrals, so I can't even say that. And I don't do it because everybody else does it. I do it because it makes me happy. And this is just what I like. And it's easy. If everything's neutral, it all goes together and coincides, and you don't have to worry about things matching and looking good. They just do automatically. So I love that. Am I talking too much with my hands just like this? Is that annoying? Spray painting your child's toys to be a neutral color is unsafe and strange. I have heard and seen moms do this. I agree. I agree. It's kind of dangerous. It's kind of unsafe, because what if they put the spray paint in their mouth, and spray paint does chip. So I do think that it is a little unsafe, I'm not gonna lie. So I agree. However, is it strange? I don't know. I personally don't spray paint my kids' toys. If they have something that's colorful, that's fine. I just let it be. And when it starts getting on my nerves of seeing like all of this colorful stuff, then I just start putting stuff away. I don't think it's a big deal. But yes, there are moms out there that are spray painting their kids' stuff beige and white and whatever, but I'm not really with that. So I guess I agree with you. I agree. YouTube moms and families exploit their children. I'm probably gonna have to blank that E word out. But do I think that they exploit. I think it just depends who you're watching. Like, if you notice in my videos and on my Instagram, I try really hard not to include my kids too much in my videos, because it's not about them, it's about my motherhood journey. And of course they're running around, they live here in the background, and I don't mind showing little clips of them doing something cute or whatever it is, helping me bake or something like that, because that's just realistic what we're doing, and they're kind of just in the background. I have really kind of pulled back and stopped sharing so many personal things. I really don't want to share very many personal things here on my channel about my kids, because I just think they deserve privacy. And so I pulled back kind of a lot on that, and just really making sure they're not in the forefront of my channel. And I don't mind so much them being in the back. However, there are so many channels that I definitely think exploit their kids, and I'm just gonna say that there's so many out there that they are just taking full advantage of their kids being in their videos, scripting things, making them act things out, capitalizing on their injuries and them going to the hospital. Like, there's some really gross videos and things out here that these family vloggers do and are still doing. And just capitalizing on some really personal things with their kids, like shaving kids, period. Like, all those things should never be a thing and be out there, especially as your kids start to grow up. Like, they have family vloggers that are doing like, oh, first shaving legs, oh, period kids, oh, shopping for bikinis with my 13-year-old. Like, just some really weird stuff. There's so much information out there if you want to do more research on that whole situation. But I do think that YouTube should probably start cracking down on people and what they're sharing about their kids, or, you know, it's just, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing about that situation. But I try really hard to keep my kids in the background and not in the forefront, because they don't need to be on the forefront. They're just, you know, it's about my motherhood journey. At least my channel is. I can only speak for my channel. But I definitely do agree with you on that one. Screen time isn't that bad. I agree with you kind of on this one. However, I think too much screen time is bad. Definitely everything in moderation, but I do agree with you. I don't think it's bad. It can be really good and educational and beneficial and gives mama a break. So I'm here for screen time. I really try to limit it and do my best with that. But, you know, sometimes I fail and they're watching TV almost all day. So, all right, here's another one. YouTube. There's a lot about YouTube moms on here, so I feel like I have some YouTube mom haters. It's all good though. YouTube moms all do and buy the same things. Okay, a lot of the time they do some of the similar things and buy some of the same things. I try so hard to just be in my own bubble and not get too inspired by other people, because I just like to do me and keep it original. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of, they all do the same, they all kind of buy the same thing. So I kind of agree with you on that one. It's just kind of the way it is. Everyone gets inspired by somebody, and you know, that's just kind of how that is. So I agree with you on that. All the sponsorships on mommy channels are all the same brands. Here and there you'll see a few different sponsorships, but yeah, they seem a lot of the same brands definitely seem to just sponsor almost everybody that you watch. It's like you'll see one sponsor, like HelloFresh. HelloFresh sponsors everybody. Cricut sponsors so many people. There's Squarespace. Like, there's tons of, not saying that they're bad brands or anything, but they just sponsor basically everybody, and you see the same commercials, like Casetify, like all those brands. Not saying there's anything wrong with them. I'm just saying that they do have a lot of the same sponsors, and at times it could be pretty annoying, because you're like, okay, I already know about HelloFresh, okay, I already know about Casetify, like, can you pick some different sponsors, you know? But maybe that's just what they like, and that's just what they feel comfortable you know, doing an ad read on. Okay, next. Growing organically is the way to go for social media. Yes, it is. I 100% agree with you. It might take so much longer, and it might honestly just not happen at all. So growing on social media, yes, is definitely, I think, the way to go. Because if you do it any other way, like hire a company out for them to do marketing, I don't know, like, I've never done that. I've always been like, if I grow, I grow, and if I don't, I don't. Like, it's totally fine with me. I don't do it honestly for the views and the money, because I don't make very much on here at all. I just do it for you guys, and I personally was like, if I don't grow organically, then I just don't grow at all. There is mom groups and stuff like that out there, but it's so hard to keep up with that kind of stuff. And I think moms supporting moms is honestly really nice though, and meeting other moms that do the same social media thing is great. However, I don't know, like growing organically to me is the best, but it can be very difficult and very hard to grow any kind of social media platform or account. So yeah, just don't do any of that like fake buying views or subscribers, stuff like that, because that's not going to help you in the long run, and eventually you'll get caught and your channel will be like taken down or something or deleted. So don't do that. And also, people will be able to tell, like brands and stuff, if you have like a whole bunch of subscribers but no views, or like tons of views and no subscribers, like, you know, they'll be able to tell. So just don't do it. It doesn't work in the long run. The Kardashians are the worst famous family. I agree with you. I do not like the Kardashians really at all. I think they're super fake, super toxic, and started a lot of problems in our culture kind of today for women, like setting this super high standard of like plastic surgery and wealth and all this crazy stuff. Like, I used to love the Kardashians. I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians like everyone else growing up, and I just think that not a fan of them anymore, like at all. Young Living is a bad MLM. I've already talked about them. Yes, I do not support MLMs at all, and I definitely don't support Young Living. There's tons of research out there on why Young Living is so shady. I've talked about them so many times, like on my channel. I just go look up more information if you want to know why a girl just doesn't support them. I just However, I do like their thieves cleaner, but I'm searching right now for like a better natural cleaner because I just don't want to support them at all, honestly. So let me know if you have a good natural cleaner down below. YouTube is a way better than podcasts. I agree. I like to watch videos, not hear people's voices or just hear their voices. I would rather watch a video. Even if I'm cleaning, doing stuff around the house, cooking, I still want to look up and like see something. Like, I'm a visual person and not just like auditory, so I don't know. I like to see as well as hear. Traditional schooling isn't the best way for kids to learn. I agree with you. I'm gonna try super hard to do homeschooling, let you guys know, take you on that journey with me. However, yeah, I don't think traditional schooling is the way to go, especially if you have kids of color, black kids. They don't teach what they should be teaching in the normal curriculum. They basically like hide and bury all of black history and what really happened, which I don't appreciate, and I want my kids to actually know what's up. And I have tons of thoughts about traditional schooling, and I'm just not here for it. And we're gonna definitely try to do homeschooling the best that we can. YouTube moms play all of the same corny pop songs in their videos, and I agree with you. There's a lot of YouTube moms that use all the same music, and I used to be one of those moms. Like, when I first was really starting out, I liked the songs, I liked the music, until I was just like, everyone's playing this music. Like, I don't want to go from video to video and hear the same music in everybody's videos. So I don't even play any of those songs anymore. If you guys have noticed, if you're an OG of mine, a lot has changed on my channel since the beginning. And yeah, no corny pop music here. Even though some of those songs slap though. Like, I do like some of those songs, like, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like you have to be more original. Like, YouTube is a space for creativity, and you just have to be more original. Like, just don't copy what everybody else does. Just try to do your own thing. Oh, here's one. Having more than 4 kids is selfish and irresponsible. I have mixed, okay, I don't know if I agree or disagree with this one. This one's hard because I think it really just depends on the people. I personally think though that having more than 4 kids is kind of selfish, so maybe I agree. I don't know about irresponsible. I mean, I think that that's more like, are you financially ready kind of thing. But I think that having more than 4 kids would be really hard to give individual attention to and really be present in their life, because having over 4 kids would be so much. So I know people do it. I know there's people out there with like 5 and 6 kids and 10 kids, but for me personally, I would not go more than 4. And I mean, if you want to, then that's, hey, power to you. But I think that it gets pretty tricky and challenging at that point, because it's so hard to pay each and every kid the real love and attention that they need. And I do feel like it can be a little bit selfish. And then the older kids have to start really taking care of the younger kids the more kids you have, because you're so busy. I see that happening a lot in these bigger family channels, or like people on TV that have like a whole bunch of kids, like the Duggars and all these crazy, a whole bunch of kids. I think it just depends on the people, honestly, but I think it is a little bit, just a little bit selfish, because I just believe that kids deserve really undivided attention and individual attention, and that would just be really hard to give them with having more than 4. Oh, whew. This one though, you guys came with the heat. Mommy YouTubers use pregnancy as a weird flex. Once they are pregnant, they never stop talking about it, and all their content is pregnancy related. Do I agree with this one? Yes, I do agree with this one. I do think that a lot of these moms use pregnancy as a flex. Like, not saying that they don't really want these children in real life, but I do think, like, we've talked about this before, the more babies you have, the more views you have. Birth vlogs bring in a big chunk of money here on YouTube. If you go to any YouTube mommy's channel, I guarantee you that their birth vlog was the vlog that has the most, not even just the vlog, but the video that has the most views. So it's a big business. Having babies on here is a big business. I am definitely not saying that it's not, because it is. I know it is. And yeah, I do think that people use it as a flex, kind of. It is this weird flex. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's hard to really dive into that, but I think that a lot of these YouTube moms do use it as a flex. So I agree with you on that. However, do I think that people, well, once you get pregnant and you're a YouTube mom, of course there's going to be a lot of pregnancy content. Like, one, it's a special time in their life, it's what they're going through, and they want people to relate and, you know, watch their videos about it. I mean, they are going to capitalize on it, you guys. I'm just going to be real honest with you. You're pregnant, you're going to capitalize on getting those views and those subscribers being pregnant. It's just a different kind of content that you only can have during these months, and you're going to capitalize on it, and period. I mean, not saying that they don't want this to look back on. YouTubers always say, oh, I want this memory to look back on. It's like, you know, you can just record memories and not post it online, you know, just monetize it. Obviously they're going to monetize it, because YouTube is a business. YouTube is a business, and a lot of these babies that are born on YouTube, I believe they're cash cows. Like, there's a lot of talk about that kind of stuff right now, and if I have a baby, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my process too, eventually, whenever that time is. However, I do think that these moms have babies back to back to back to back. And I think viewers are kind of sick of it, honestly. Like, I see comments on people's pages all the time talking about, like, oh, you just had a baby and you're having another one. They just, like, pump these babies out. And I do think some of the reason does have to be with how much views and how much money comes from the birth vlogs. So, and just the whole, like, there's been people that have done some really interesting videos on mommy vloggers before they get pregnant, and then when they have the baby, and you can see a huge dramatic increase and a huge influx of subscribers and views, which equals money. So it's very interesting, and I think that whole thing is super interesting. And do I agree with it? Like, I don't know, like, if you're going through it, why not capitalize on it? But at the same time, I feel like it can be a little much, and a little, like, especially when everybody's pregnant at the same time. Right now, everybody's pregnant basically that I watch. It's like one mom gets pregnant and then they all get pregnant. It's so weird. Like, I don't know, this whole mommy community is just honestly really funny, and you guys love to talk about it, and I love to talk about it too, because there's so many things that I just notice, and I'm like, especially as a content creator, you notice things that viewers don't, and you know what's up really behind the scenes and why they're doing this and why they're doing that. And I just think it's interesting, and you guys do too. So you know, we can talk about it and I'll give you the real tea and let you know what's really up behind the screen. Most of the time, I'm obviously not there, but I know how things kind of work. All right, we talked about that for a while, but there was a lot of questions kind of like that. Or not questions, but unpopular opinions. All right, so The Bachelor is my favorite show. I do not agree with you. I do not like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, any of those shows. I am just no. I think they're so fake and I just cannot get into them. They're super corny to me and like cheesy. Maybe that's what people like about them, but me personally, no. I'm more of like the shows that I watch, if you guys want to know, are like Ozark, Breaking Bad, Handmaid's Tales. I'm watching right now The Cleaning Lady. All kinds of shows like that. I'm more of like a dark, mysterious thriller kind of show person. So yeah, definitely not the Bachelor. Women should dress more modest these days. I agree with you. I absolutely think that women should dress so much more modest, and like, who am I to like tell you how to dress? Like, I'm not. But I do think that in our generation, our current society, that women are just wilding out there and just dressing however they want to, and I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing, not a liberating thing, but I do think that it goes really far. Like, if you look at these rappers, these women rappers and women entertainers, like, they are dressing so like provocatively, and I am not a prude, like I am not, but I do think that we need to reel back on that. Like, you do not have to be... Is someone yelling outside? That's someone else's kid. Not mine. I do think you can be sexy and beautiful without having to show everything, you know? Like, what is the mystery behind a woman's body nowadays? Everybody knows. They've got fans only, OnlyFans, and all that stuff now. Like, So yeah, I don't know. I just think that women are just... We just need to kind of protect our bodies a little bit more. Like, these Instagram models are just outrageous, and the things that they wear and post, and I don't know. I think it's toxic, and I think that we should be dressing more modestly. Like, I'm not saying like turtlenecks up to the neck, but, well, I do like turtlenecks. But I'm just saying that I think that we don't need to show everything to be sexy. Like, you could be sexy and beautiful without showing everything. That's all I'm trying to say. I think modesty is like the best policy. You get it? Did that rhyme? Okay, let me stop. All right, you guys, so that is it for Unpopular Opinions Part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, it's okay if you disagree. We can agree to disagree. It's all good. We could still be friends, and there's no problem if you agree or you don't agree. It's totally fine. Let's have healthy conversations down below, and let me know if you guys want to do a part 3, because maybe I'll come back for a part 3. I don't know. You guys let me know. I know you guys like having these really real, honest discussions about a lot of things that maybe you don't know about, or, you know, just talking about like YouTube, social media stuff. And I love to give you all of that and just talk about it, because I think it's fun to just kind of pick things apart that maybe aren't the way you think that they are. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe if you want to. I would love to have you, and like this video if you like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.